Hi everyone, my name is Matt, and today we're going to go over how the beginning interface of Solidworks 2018. It might be a little bit different comparing to if you use an older version or a newest version of 2019, but the premise is basically the same. So I'm going to go over here and just pin this. This is so I have access to all these features over here. It's a lot easier than to having it keep moving in and out. So for file, you have your new, open, and basically the files that you previously made or that you've used recently. You have your view, which you toggle on and off, your tools. For add-ins, if you find out that your computer is taking a long time to load SolidWorks, it might be because you have all these add-ins checked. And by having this add-in checked, it will actually open it on the start of SolidWorks, where you can see the load time over here. I like to have practically every single one checked off just because I don't use them right now. The only thing I have on is a 3D control, and this is the mouse I'm using from 3D Connection. I highly recommend to get a computer mouse just because there's a lot of functionalities you can do, and it's a lot easier to actually use SolidWorks with a computer mouse. Then you have your help page, which is SolidWorks tutorials. I'm using the Surface Pro 2017, and because the pixel is so high, it actually makes everything small. They have great tools and techniques they can go over. Now, if you find that it's small, like that I have it right here, you can actually hook up to a monitor and it can help you see it better rather than trying to squint and look at this. But these are really good tutorials, really good techniques you want to go over. It can get a little confusing if you don't know what anything is, but they're really helpful in getting started. Over here, you have your Welcome to SolidWorks page. This is new, starting from SolidWorks 2018. And you have Home, Recent, Learn, and Alerts. I personally don't like this just because there's so much stuff going on, so I disabled it so it doesn't start when it actually starts SolidWorks. Over here, you can see there are tips with this light bulb over here. You can cycle through them or go through them once a day when you open SolidWorks. These are really good tips that can help you make SolidWorks easier to use. Over here, you have your new part. You can do Control N. Over here, you could open an existing document, Control O. And the shortcuts here are basically the shortcuts from same as Microsoft Word. You can have Save, Control S, Print. You can print out what you see in your graphics window, which is your part that you see over here when you open it. Undo, Control Z, Select. This is great if you're sketching something and you want to go right to the select button right away. You have your rebuild function, Control B, your file properties. So for rebuild, if you modify a sketch, sometimes it doesn't rebuild all the way, so this will actually help it to get that rebuild going on. You have your file properties, which can tell the materials or the cost by property, anything you want on here, something that you have to modify yourself. And this is settings. Everything that you modify here will actually be preset. So like let's say if you modify something in system options, when you open it back, anything that you checked or anything you checked off will remain the same, so you don't have to keep doing it over and over again. For this, commands is a great tool. So if I type in new and click on this eyeball, it moves my mouse and then it shows a red arrow to show me where it is. This is a great tool just in case you do a tutorial, you don't know where something is, this can help you find it. So you have Solidworks Resources over here. You can do a performance benchmark test or SolidWorks RX. Sometimes when Windows update, you can't even sketch a line. I had this problem where every time I try to sketch, it would just crash on me. So what SolidWorks RX do is actually brings up a couple modes, and you can actually go in safe mode so you can still use the features. It won't be the same as what you have originally, but it's great for troubleshooting. For this, you have design library. So if you have a toolbox add-in, you can actually go here and actually do bolts, screws, bearings, and they have things pre-listed. So you can actually use these and drag it onto your part or assembly rather than having to make it yourself. So it's a really cool feature. Over here is your recent documents. This is a view palette. This is for drawings. So if I go to new and you see this picture of a drawing, it's the same picture over here. This is so you can have view palette. We could do top view, front view, or right view. This is the one I use the most, appearances, just because you could add any appearances you want. For me, I don't have a good graphics card, so I can't really see it in real time what it will look like. But if you have a good graphics card, then you can actually take really good advantage of this, of looking at metal, chrome, aluminum, and all these different kind of appearances. So really cool stuff here. And custom properties is things that you can add with your SolidWorks part. The main thing I use is appearances and scenes. And I don't really use File Explorer all that much, mainly because you press the R key, you can actually go to previously used files. So if I press the R key and it goes to recent, so I can just go over here. This is a hip implant I made in a previous video, and this is a project I'm working on. Again, if you find that you don't want to use that, you can also just go to SolidWorks Home and then go to recent. But the R key is just a lot quicker, and I just go to it. That's pretty much it for the beginning interface. I just wanted a quick video to show or to just go over the few things. I mainly use the shortcuts, so instead of pressing page, I always press Control N. Instead of opening document, I do Control O, or I'll drag the part from my documents onto SolidWorks, or I just open it from my files. Over here, the main thing I use is appearances, just to make it have a different look, or to make it what I want it to be. Mainly for these, I just use shortcuts Control Z and then Control S, and then rebuild just Control B, which you can hover over it and it can tell you what it does. That's pretty much it for the interface. I'm going to go over a lot more stuff later on in the next videos, such as making a part, assemblies, and maybe go over some drawings. But this, I just want to get a quick overview. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you all in the next video.